Yeah. So he says, I gotta find out what's going on. Excuse me, what's going on in there? Oh, your brother actually, he's home now. Your dad's throwing a party for him. And the son is like, what? And so I picture at this point, the servant runs in, he goes to join the party, and this older son on the back porch sits, puts in his earbuds, starts listening to this song. Great song. This song is the number one song, was the number one song, in 16 different countries. 16 different countries. It's apologized by One Republic, featuring Timbaland. A great song, and I think it's a great song for two reasons. One, it's very, very catchy. Can't deny that. And two, I think human beings, across 16 countries, there's something in us as humans that can relate to the words, it's too late to apologize. We've all been to a point where we think, there's nothing that person can do for me to forgive them. I will die before I forgive that person. Or we've been in the other place, and someone's saying that about us. I will die before I forgive Corey. That is the last thing on our list of things to do. It's too late to apologize. So here's this son in the back, listening to One Republic featuring Timbaland. And the father, he's in the party. Party, yeah, and it's this great party, except you realize, this party isn't quite right. Everyone's here, except this can't be a good party if both of my sons are not here. So this parent leaves the party, goes out on the back porch, says, why don't you come in and celebrate? Takes out his headphones. Listen, Dad, okay? I've been faithful to you this whole time. He spent all of your money on prostitutes. I've been faithful to you. You haven't even shared a young goat for me to have with my friends. Isn't that all we want in life? Just a young goat? You haven't given me anything all this time. You haven't shown me any appreciation. And so, in the son's mind, in this older son's mind, what's logical, right? What's logical, what's reasonable is, hey, you shouldn't get a party because he disrespected you, right? That's pretty logical. I see why the son would think that. This is what the father says back. You've always had what's mine. It's always been yours too, my son. But your brother's come home. He was dead, now he's alive. He was lost, and now he is found. And that's it. The story ends. That's it. Your brother, he was dead, now he's alive. He was lost, now he's found. And that's it. They're standing on the back porch. The party's going on. If it were a movie, I think right now the camera would pan out, and you'd see the party, you'd hear the music, and then you'd see the father and the son standing on the back porch. Dead, alive, lost, found. It's not resolved. The credits would roll. Written by Jesus. And then you turn to your friend sitting in the seats next to you at the theater, and you'd say, what kind of ending is that? What happens? Okay, does the son who was in the party, does that younger son, does he stay? Does he stay on his father's property for good? Or is he thinking, I gotta get out of here the next chance I get. This party's nice, but this isn't Or does that son continue to mope on the back porch? We don't know. And so one person might say, Jesus is a really bad storyteller for leaving things so open-ended. And another person might say, whom I might agree with, Jesus is an amazing storyteller. Jesus leaves things open-ended because he wants you to finish this story. Jesus leaves things unresolved because it's a story for us to continue, for us to figure out, where are we in this story? Are we here in the house partying, but maybe in the back of our minds thinking, I'm getting out of here next chance I get? It's good to be back. Yeah, I like being back with God, but it's not really what I want. Or are we back here on the porch and we are too stubborn to come in and celebrate the love and mercy and grace and invitation that God invites us to take hold of, to party, celebrating God's unending forgiveness and love, God's second chances, maybe even third chances, maybe even more. What song would be playing on your soundtrack at this point in your life? Are you early on in the story, about to walk away with blessings that God has given you just to blow them? Are you on your way home right now, realizing God is too good? I messed up, and God is embracing you not as a servant, no, as God's child. Or is the song playing, it's too late, I can't handle that. That God doesn't fit in my box. Regardless of where you are in this story, God is seeking after you. God is seeking after you on the front porch to embrace you coming home, and God is going on the back porch to try and get you in the party. The question is, how will you respond to God's